Hi guys, welcome back to ReggieliveTV. This week, our topic is eating complex carbohydrates. Last week we talked about processed foods. We're talking about removing processed foods from our daily meal plans. Now, what do you do when you take them out? Well, you replace them with complex carbs. Complex carbs are mainly vegetables and starches. Vegetables basically is anything green that you purchase in the store. Starches are beans and grains mainly. If you put these items into your meal plans throughout the day, you're going to have a whole different energy level by the time the week is up. Now, you probably have heard that people say a lot of diet programs, and maybe some of your friends have told you, do not eat carbohydrates. Well, that's not exactly true. Carbohydrates is the fuel for your body. It's the number one fuel that your body wants. So basically, if you deprive your body of complex carbohydrates, your energy is going to be extremely low. And one of the things that happen when you don't eat an efficient amount of carbohydrates, your blood sugar drops. And when your blood sugar drops, you're stressed, your attention span is very short, you're actually a little irritable too. So this is what we want you to do. We want you to consume more complex carbohydrates because it's going to put you in a more relaxed atmosphere, mental attitude, because the number one thing that the brain runs off of is called glucose, and that is what carbohydrates break down into. So now the trick is to not overconsume complex carbohydrates. Now, if you was eating processed foods and was eating what was called simple carbohydrates or carbohydrates that was processed, then you have a problem because they break down very quick into your system. It also aids in your body losing weight, and mainly because you go with such healthy foods, you're not turning your body into a sugar processor all day long, so your energy levels stay nice and smooth, reducing your stress and helping you deal with your tough days that you have to deal with. So that's our tip. I'm gonna keep it really simple. Replace those processed foods with complex carbohydrates. Look down at the bottom of the video, and what you're going to see is a list of complex carbohydrates that I have listed, and I separated them out in two categories: vegetables, starches. Okay? So this week, I'm going to give you an extra tip on an item that you need for your workouts. So check this out. Boom. A workout shoe. Now, there are many different shoes out there. This shoe here, I'm going to just go over. Do the brand really matters? Do the brand really matters? Well, it depends. Not really. How you like that answer? Maybe not, but no, it really doesn't matter what the brand is. However, you should try on your shoes. Go to the store and find a shoe that has good support. Now, if you're going to be walking outside, you don't need a really strong shoe. You can get a light shoe that's easy to walk in and give you a little support. If you're going to be taking aerobic classes or running or jumping or something, you need a more stable shoe, which mainly means that you may have to spend a little extra money for that shoe. This here is my shoe. This is a shoe, an Aces shoe. I like a lot of different varieties in shoes. So here, that's a green and black shoe, very basic and simple. But I also have some fun shoes. Now this here is my running shoe. This is a Nike shoe, very light, and it's called Nike Racing Shoe. So I only wear these when I'm running. So I know it could get a little expensive if you have a shoe for every different thing that you do. What can we say? How much do we want to protect our feet? Well, if you have a good shoe like the Aces shoe that I have here, you can run in it, you can walk in it, and you can work out on it. So you don't need two pairs of shoes, you just need one. However, the cost for each shoe, the better quality will go up. Now here's the price range that you should be purchasing your shoes in. From $50 to probably $110. The closer you get to 100, you're going to find out that that shoe is a better quality shoe, which means it would last longer. Now, that depends on how much workout you're doing. If you're working out 3-4 times a week, you need a high quality shoe, because that shoe is going to break down on your feet in about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. Now, if that shoe was not as good as the better quality shoe, that means it will break down in a shorter period of time, which means you have to go out and buy another shoe, or you just keep it on and create damage in your feet. I highly recommend to all clients, change your shoes 6 to 8 weeks. And that's what I'm recommending to you. Get a better quality shoe, keep it for 6 to 8 weeks. And if you don't work out that much, maybe 2 or 3 times, you can stretch it and get a little more use out of it. So that's our tip for the day. One pair of shoes would do if it's a good quality shoe. If you really want to protect your feet, get a shoe for running and get a shoe for working out in the gym. And that's our tip for today. I'll see you next week.